Oh, I am live. What's up, everybody? Listen, guys, I'm so excited on today. Listen, y'all gotta, I'm gonna need y'all to give me a hand clap. I've been, getting on this live. I'm gonna need an applause. But I've been doing this thing every day as I am called to do. So I am so grateful for those that are getting on Facebook. I want y'all to come on and say hello. So in the comments, I can know that you're here. But I am excited, like I am every day. Number one, that I have woke up on this side of the grass. I'm so excited for that. I like my little shirt today. What you think about it, y'all? But anyway, I'm waiting for somebody to get on. Come on. I'll drink my coffee as I wait for you guys to come on. Get on, get on. All right. All I need is one person to get on. I'm going to do my Facebook. I'll make sure I share it. For those that are getting on Facebook, I want you to go ahead and share it with somebody. Let somebody know that this is definitely something that you want to listen to on today. I have a special guest. Y'all know I'm always excited about my special guest. I do not do this 30 minutes by myself. I always have a special guest. Uh, my special guest cannot be saying hello and all that extra stuff. They just cannot spoken. So just wanted y'all to get on if y'all are able to get on. I know it's lunchtime for some of you guys, which is why I make it 30 minutes. If you cannot get on at lunchtime, I trust that you'll go back to just kind of hear what we've been doing, what we got working on. I trust that you'll do that. But for those that want to go ahead and I need some more people to get in though. I'm waiting a couple more to get in before we start. I'm going to make this shareable to the public. Let's turn this on here. Change my. Here we go. Say good morning to me, guys. Don't forget to share it. My guest will be on with me much longer this time than the other guests because she's actually been in the trenches with me day to day when it comes to the mentoring program. Hi, Liz. Hello, good morning, beautiful. Thanks for jumping on. Liz, we got to put you on my live as one of the volunteers of our, what we do, All Girls Matter Miami. Definitely got to get you on because you were in the trenches with us. But yes, I'm making this shareable for whoever is getting on. Guys, we're gearing up for Giving Tuesday, guys. It's a gear up moment. And not only are we gearing up for Giving Tuesday, we are gearing up for what is our next. We are gearing up for not only what is our next, but what God has called us to do in the next season. We are gearing up to win. How about that? All right, I see Eboney's. That's what's throwing it off. That I'm trying to share Eboney's post, and it's like, yeah, Trigil, no, you can't share her post. You can't edit her privacy. All right, there you go. And it's on public. I am on Facebook, guys. Thank you guys for coming on. Oh my God, you've had surgery. Listen, we are going to pray for you. Yes, speedy recovery. That God will bless you for your faithfulness, for the things that you have been able to just change the lives of so many. My back is acting up right now. I'm not even sure. But anyhow, I'm behind some balloons because every time I get on, I feel that I am in the midst of a celebration. And I'm celebrating in advance for what God is going to do for us after our Giving Tuesday. Yes, yes, love. So who else is here on Instagram? Let me just say hello to me if you're here on Instagram and I'm sorry, on Facebook. My YouTubers, what's going on? Guys, I'm going to do something different this time because Instagram normally don't get a chance to see my people, but I want them to see my people, right? So, if you can, I'm going to bring you in early on my Instagram. So if you can go over to that for me today, we're going to get you early on in that one. Let's see. And so I first have to go. You got your phone with you? All right. Because the last time we've been doing it live, but we've been doing it without people seeing you. So Let me do my little smart. Let's see what we can do as I'm waiting. We're at 12:05 is normally the time I get going. So who all's in here? Who's all's in here? Listen, don't try to correct me. I'm gonna correct myself. Who's all in here? Come on in. Here we go. We're gonna do live. There we go. Instagram live. Ooh, child, y'all get to see it. Here we go. Am I Instagram live? What happened? Or do you see me, E? There we go. Y'all like my back of my what is it? My camera here. What's we are live on Instagram. Listen, got all kinds of stuff happening this morning. We are live on Instagram. I see you, Cover Girl Tees. There we go. Hi. Let's see. I am waiting. This is my Instagram. I don't see you. What did I do wrong? There you go. Yay. I did it, y'all. I did it. So right now, guys. So you do have to turn it down. So right now, guys, I have my special guest already on Instagram, and we're about to get right into it. I do want her to get on because we're going to be talking this 30 minutes about the amazing opportunity that she has afforded us to even do this year. And so I needed her on the whole time. All right, I'm still hearing the back. Who is that? There we go. All right. And so I know y'all thinking on Instagram, well, bring her in so I can see her on Facebook. Facebook trying to figure out, YouTube trying to figure out who is this. Good morning, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you. Look, Auntie Beverly says, great work, Miss Johnson. Thank you. Chandra say, celebrate in advance. Yes, I am celebrating in advance that it is done. All right. So I'm adding to the stream. Miss Ebony, what's up? Now you're on Facebook. Now you're on
Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube.
Yes.
We all over the place
All
today.
stations today. We're on all stations. Why? Because I got to make sure that people know the amazing, amazing things that you are doing and have done for America's Big Sister. And so I know normally if you guys are following with me each day, you'll see that I will give you a word first, right? And I'm giving a word because it is just part of who I am from a ministry standpoint. It is just who I am. And if God give me a word for the day, I give it to you just to make sure that as you are in the space to give and bless, that you are still in the space to receive. Amen. Yes. So I'm so glad. So you said, hi, Miss Ebony. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Ivan. Thanks for getting on. So you got to put both of them kind of close. Like, could you put put your phone right there in front of your laptop. Sometimes that work. But here we go. My backup plan today. Here we go. My backup song and my backup singers today is coming from Matthew 6:33. But more than anything else, put God's work first and what He wants. Then the other things will be yours as well. I know y'all ain't heard it this way, so I'm gonna give it to you how you've heard it before in the KJ. Right, so we're at Matthew 6:33, and in KJV says, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Period. As the young people. Period. Love the show, cuz doing good work. Thank you. Period. And so basically what this verse is letting me know, and it's definitely something that I will encourage everybody. I keep hearing the back noise. Mm-hmm. Is to check my priorities. There's a bad echo. There you go. Check my priorities. There, is it better, guys? Yeah, I hear it's better. Hi, sis. Thanks for getting on. God puts us in situations where you have to choose between Him and your own desires. You almost got to turn it all the way. Let me make sure mine is all the way down as well.
Yeah, mine is all the way down too, but I can still somewhat hear it. That's all right. That's just the enemy trying to get us distracted. It's okay. Keep going.
That's weird. Okay. I don't hear now. Say something. I still hear it. Okay. But here we go. We have to do a better job at putting our priorities in place, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do a better job at being able to say, okay, God, what do you desire for me in this season? What do you want me in this season? We got to do a better job at placing him first, because it definitely tells us while we thinking about them other things, he says, if you place me first, here's the answer. Yeah. I'll give it all unto you. Mm-hmm. So right when we're trying to find an answer, I told y'all when we get on here, I'm always trying to give you a tool. I'm always trying to give you something to be able to say, here is an answer. Some of y'all have been asking God, like, God, I'm busy. I don't have time to pray. I don't have time to seek your face. I just don't have time. I got all these other things I got to worry about. And them other things consist of about 100 things. He says, listen, those 100 things, you're one person, which you're trying to do all by yourself. I can take care of all of that if you just put my business first. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to get so caught up in our own desires that we miss the opportunity to put God first. Now, some of us will do our own desire and be like, God said it, God said it. Okay, God told me. If you holding on to that truth, that's your truth, then that's your truth. Keep on holding on to it. If it don't look like what you think it's supposed to look like in this season, keep on holding on to it. Manifest it by continuing to use the word of God out of your mouth. Again, you got power in your tongue. Mm-hmm. So joy comes when you put God first. So make him a priority this today. Make him a priority and watch him work. A lot of times, as I said yesterday, I feel that the greatest love you can ever have is to actually feel the love of God. Yeah. It helps you love better. Yeah. Unless I'm sitting back and allowing God to truly love on me, to truly be my strength, to truly be that person to help me navigate this thing called life, then I'm not in a situation to truly be able to feel this love, because he wants to. He want to get involved. He want to get involved. He needs you to get involved. So what you think about that today, Ebony? I know I just threw you in.
No, it is on point 100%. Like he says, put everything in my hands and I will handle it. And so a lot of times, and I know me, I like to be in control. Yes. And so a lot of times it is hard to turn it over, and then you sitting there wondering, why is this not working out? Why am I not getting it done? Because it wasn't for us to do. God likes to get he likes to do the work and then get the credit for the miracle and for the blessing. And so sometimes a lot of times it's not going to work because it was not designed for us to do.
Oh, okay. Nope, I'm not going to stay here long because he's about to try to get me fired up. Right. So you're saying that God is truly in the position because sometimes he wants to get the glory.
He wants to get the glory. Yes.
You said that you telling me that sometimes things don't work perfectly in our hands because he desires for us to seek his face. He desires for us to get him involved. He desires for us to do it so he can tell you run and tell the others about the goodness of the Lord. There's so many times in the word of God where he healed, where he set free, where he delivered. And these people have been waiting for years and years for this, but it took him to come, do what he do. And they say, oh my God, I want to follow you now. He says, no. He said, what you can do for me is go tell somebody about it.
Tell somebody else. Yeah.
That is what America's Big Sister Foundation has been built on. And that is me, my story, what I've been through, me taking the opportunity to just go and tell somebody about it.
Tell somebody else.
And right when you're trying to find out, God, what table do I tell somebody about it? And if you don't find the table, you do what? You create the table. And so, I created the table through America's Big Sister Foundation. This is God's ministry. I knew he needed me to shout out how amazing he is. And we did it through America's Big Sister. Did I say America's Big Sister Ministry? I just made that up real quick.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a ministry.
It's about to be a thing. Y'all about to start something now. And so what I find myself saying is, hey, I get it. I created this opportunity, but when I found out that I wasn't the only one with a testimony.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one with a story.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one that wanted to help the next generation.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one. So my evolution of the organization went from America's Big Sister with one arm to sisters with an S because of people like you, E. So thank you for being on, man, because honestly, you know, I called you, somebody else called you E the other day, and I was like, that's what I call her.
Yeah, Candace. She
This
stole
is
from
like,
me.
E. I'm like, that's my name for her, right? No. So I was like, oh man, my name is all the way Ebony, Miss Candace. So guys, I'm so excited today. I wanted to take this opportunity to go through what we have experienced, and you started with me before the Gold Girl space. When did we start? When did you start working alongside of me with the foundation? If you can remember.
I believe it was 2018.
Okay.
Because I participated in 2 Christmases before COVID. So it had to have been 2018.
So we did Christmas shopping, which is coming up, guys, right? This is an opportunity for you guys to pour into that particular program. This is a program that we do with the girls, or we go with them, right?
Yes.
Have one of our mentors go with them. We have somebody, a part of the team, to go shopping with them. And it's a time to bond. It's a time to love on them. It's a time to have, you know, encourage them for because we understand this is one of the toughest seasons that most of our motherless teen girls go through. And so motherless teen girls group is the group that you're responsible for, not the tour, but the motherless teen girls. And so once you did this in 2018,
this ain't how I started. That ain't how you reel me in.
That ain't how
you got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, bigger, right? Listen, every time I'm like, every year, like we're gonna go on another year, 2023, and I'm like, let's have another meeting. Yes. What's next, right? Because you have been dedicated to the things that America's Big Sister, you know, presents. And I mean, I of course, I'm appreciative of it all. I think you started first just volunteering, then I brought you on to be a part of the team.
As an ambassador, Kansas City ambassador.
As a Kansas City ambassador. Oh my God. So you had to help me bring the Kansas City people in. Yes, you did. Oh my God.
America's Big Sisters wasn't here before.
Right. Okay. Kansas City, she was my number one best. She was the one that was on the ground running. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. I remember the first event we had to do together, but I also remember the first time that by the time I got there, all the stuff we had, what all we scheduled in that one weekend.
2 days.
2 days. Like we had press, we had media, we had all kinds of stuff in 2 days, but it at least set the tone of what we did this last month, right? It set the tone on that, right? We started off with just these girls. You had to show up to these schools with these girls, right? You were my ambassador. You was their mentor. You were my all these things. And so the one thing that I feel that, you know, pushed you over the top also was your ability to be this mentor for them. And
so I vaguely remember the time where you told the Kansas City girls that they were getting a different mentor and they wasn't having it. And so that's how I moved into the whole organization mentor.
I said and told these babies, I said, listen, I have all these amazing women and they are waiting to mentor you all.
Yes.
Yeah. And because we met up to do our,
was it the vision board party?
Vision board party.
Yes.
So we're all set up and we all ready. Our music going, we're eating, we're having a good time. And I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know what's new. It was top of January. I'm always big at letting them know from top what we're gonna do for this year. What is God saying for this year? And they were just like, no, I am so sorry. They were just like, I am so sorry. We don't want nobody else. Please don't. They were begging, like, please don't do it. So right when I'm giving one person per mentor, you had to now hold it down for all the girls that I had in KC because none of them wanted to let go.
Yes. And then that turned into all the girls in the program,
which now turned into 2020. So now I just walked through 2019, 2020, 2021. So in 2022 started, and I said, okay, you know what? Because now COVID has ended,
Mhm.
and the ladies are going back to work. The mentors are moving and doing a lot. They're now trying to get back to normal. I still need hands on
Yes.
these girls. I still need to manage these girls. So what we had to do was then change how the program operated,
Yes.
and at least find an opportunity to pivot in the space instead of losing the girls in the space. And so what we did was we gave a phone call and say, hey, here's what's going to happen moving forward. We need to talk to y'all every week. We're not
Yes.
doing once a month no more. We ain't doing none of that. We are doing this every week. Yes, it is. Let me hold on before you listen. I'm sorry. Your uncle just chimed in. Somebody, is this open to men or should I leave? No, it is open to everybody.
Which uncle?
Uncle Rodney.
Oh,
So, Rodney, this is us talking about the program, right? Because we need men. We need
yes.
men. We
Yes.
need men to hear what we're doing, support, get behind us. This is
Yes.
what we're doing. This is what we're doing today. We're just gearing up the people that are listening to be in position to support. But not only that, support not only us, but just be a support to any space that you feel you attached to, for sure,
Yes.
right? So, hey, you move from being just over them to now being what we call the ultimate mentor for all the girls in all the cities. So
Yes.
you're now the mentor for Kansas City, you're the mentor for Houston, Texas, you're the mentor for Chicago, Illinois, and you're the mentor for the girls in Miami, Florida. You
Yes.
are the main mentor now for all girls. And we set this up because here's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure at this point, since now the world was opening back up,
Mhm.
that we had hands on them more.
Yes.
We found that the more we don't talk to them, the more we're losing,
Correct.
we're losing information where they're at,
Mhm.
right? These are motherless teen girls. People don't know how tough this group is. This is a pretty tough group,
Yeah.
right, to keep up with. Some of them
Yeah.
are working every day. Some of them find themselves moving from house to house because
Yes.
they're with different family members. Some of them find themselves just dropping out because of the pressure of not being able to even be a part of the program. We find some of them find they can't financially even have the phones. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, because we are a virtual program. And so we find ourselves losing them. I say that we stay in touch with them every week. We at least will know what it is that they need before things go bad. So if they need help on this or they need help on that, we already know what it is before we trying to call now and it's like, oh, it's disconnected. How? Wait.
Right. Right.
We're a part of what that looked like to help them stay involved and engaged. So we had an opportunity to do 4 times a week.
Yes.
Yes. Let's talk about this 4 times a week because I definitely want to talk about some of these conversations, right? For those that we did not promote it, we did not create flyers for it, we did not post it,
Right.
we didn't do none of that.
Yes. So so we were able to meet with the girls 4 times a week. We have 4 topics. So we try to encourage,
Yeah.
empower,
Mhm.
enlighten,
Mhm.
and
Educate. Yes.
educate. So
Yes.
what our weekly schedule look like? Mondays is normally empowering with Coach T and educating with a licensed therapist. On Wednesday was Miss Eboney's time alone with the girls. No Miss T, no therapist, which was my encouragement time as well as girl chat. And that was a time where the girls could open up, talk about anything, judgment-free zone. What goes on the call stays on the call. No, I'm not. Coach T can tell you I'm not reporting back to her what's being talked about. It's just confidential time between me and the girls.
Unless it's something where you feel
Yes.
that
So
you're
unless
like,
it's something that is like somebody's being threatened or
yeah,
somebody's at harm and danger, then I will report it. And then
yeah,
on Friday was our enlightening time where they received a prayer
yes.
to listen to on Friday morning that will kind of hold them over until I talk back to them on Monday.
And
And so
so
that's what a week looked like.
dang, listen, this is programming at its finest. And when I tell you guys, the people and the girls that would get on, I would tell, listen, she would be on. I don't care if one girl got on. I don't care if two, she still got on. We never at all turned behind, turned our nose up to how many of them showed up. No, they knew about it because
Yeah.
not only did you have to do that, you also had to send messages
Yeah.
every time you're about to get on just to make sure they are notified that this is about to happen. So all of them knew. And
Yes. So they got a message in the morning, and then they got a message an hour before from me letting them know, hey, it's time. Whatever you're doing, you need to wrap it up because we're about to get on.
that's good, E. I know if I was a parent, I'm sitting back saying, please sign my child up. Please. Cocktail. No, I'm just kidding. So right when we were trying to now have these conversations, I remember my enlightenment. I will say this. My motivation calls, I was strong at it for a little while until I said, hold it, hold, try, let's motivate them in other ways just beside myself. So we even got crafty to start sending them some YouTube motivations, things
Yes.
like that, to even position basically to keep the conversation that we were having going for the month, I mean for
Yes.
the week, solid, right? So help us understand. We started our fall, I mean, I'm sorry, we started winter session. Who
Yes.
you tell us about the therapist that we had then?
So we had Miss Tiffany for our winter section, and her focus was healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Which after the session, I know I'm on here for the girls, but I was getting schooled too. Um, so it was able to identify healthy boundaries and the non-healthy boundaries, and also teaching the girls how to set those boundaries.
So
And if they run into a situation where someone has violated those boundaries, how to handle it at that point.
wow.
Yes.
Again, how many of you guys just matter of fact, just I don't know if you know how to do a hands up or a finger up that would love to have either been in that call, right? Or would have loved your child or someone you know to have been in a call to hear about these healthy boundaries. Even as adults, we
Yes.
don't know what those boundaries look like, right? But now we're giving them the tools, right? So they can be just prepared and understand what that looks like, right?
Yes.
One of the conversations we miss having is teen domestic violence.
Oh,
These
yeah.
teens are getting caught up in some situations hitting, I mean, boys hitting girls, girls hitting boys. You know, now we're feeling like this is how we're showing love, and we're missing the opportunity to have the right conversation. These are no's, okay? This is a no.
Right.
We're also helping them to articulate. A lot of times they get in situations and they can't articulate. No, I don't want to do this, or no, you're
Right.
crossing my boundaries, or no, they don't know articulate it. So we're giving them the words, the verbiage that they need to use when they feel that they are being violated, or when they feel that it is coming, or how to stop it. So that was so good. What was something? Let's talk, because we got to move to the next season, which was after winter. What's next?
Spring.
We did spring. Who was our therapist then?
So it was Miss Miracle who we had for springtime, and her focus was identifying our triggers. Not only identifying them, but how do we control our triggers? How do we not allow someone to take us to that point? You know, a lot of us, everybody has triggers. Everybody has triggers, but not letting those triggers take you to the point to where you have to react. And so her session was basically identifying those triggers and being able to keep those triggers in check, and if they are pushed, how do we calm ourselves back down? So hers was really good as well.
If you are an adult, raise your hand in this chat and say, I would love to have been in that call. I would have loved to have been in there to understand, because again, our young people have triggers, and what they triggering about. There are so many things that they have dealt with in life that you don't even know. You, matter of fact, okay, parents, I'm not gonna step on all y'all toes, but some of y'all done created some of these triggers.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Y'all done created some of these triggers. So now they jumpy. I know I was super jumpy as a young person because I was in positions that wasn't fair. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, my house was the trap house. So one of my triggers was hearing police sirens or whatever, because I got caught in raids. So and one of my triggers was yelling. Any real loud noise gets me real nervous. Still today, it's a trigger. I don't do yells. I don't do it. Don't
And
holler.
so with these girls, we have to remember that all of these girls are motherless, whether it's death, incarceration, or drug
Yeah.
abuse, alcohol abuse. So none of these girls' mothers are in the home. And so a lot of their triggers was when people would talk about their mom. Oh, me and my mom went shopping. Me and my mom did this. Me and my mom did that. Well, that's not none of these girls' story. And so that was most of their triggers. And so we had to just talk to them and walk them through how to identify what they were feeling. When
Wow.
those triggers happen, what are you feeling? And so
Right.
Miss Miracle had a chart. Are you feeling sad? You know, they had to pick out of the category. I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling disappointed, I'm feeling neglected, I'm feeling abandoned. Okay, so then those triggers trigger what? It causes me to cry. It causes me to be sad. It causes me to shut other people out. And so we were able to step by step identify what you're doing, what you're feeling, and how we can handle it.
Listen, Miss Miracle is a licensed therapist, and
Yes.
today I want to give her kudos on being there for us. While she was there with us through the process, her mother was sickly. She
Yes.
still stayed on the line with us.
Yes.
We just got word that her mom did pass. So I ask that you guys pray for America's Big Sister, Miracle. Let's pray for America's Big Sister Miracle, and let's just pray and just keep giving her God and just keep pushing strength and the comforter with her, because I know this is a tough time. So we just got that message a couple days ago.
Yes.
But she was there with us, and because of her mom, we did find ourselves, looking for a therapist that can finish off our session with us. And so we tapped into our family member because
Yes.
we knew listen, we need our family. We need them to tap in and help. We need help. Let us tell them who you called on to finish up our session because this miracle was unable to finish up for us.
Yes, so we called on Dr. Christine Woods. She is a licensed therapist. She actually has her doctors, and she now just started a practice, Crown Counseling, out of Columbia, Missouri. So yes, shout out to Dr. Woods, who was able to step in at a short amount of time, but her focus changed over to how to deal and manage with anxiety. And so if you pay attention, like all of these things are lining up. Now that I've had a trigger, now I'm dealing with anxiety. Okay, how do I deal with anxiety? And so that was her main focus for those last few weeks.
How many, again, put it in the Facebook page. I would have loved to learn how to manage I would love to be in that class.
Yes.
I want to see you guys put in your Facebook. I would love to have been in that class, right? Because again, these are classes, and I say this in the middle of the session because I know we're kind of closing in a little bit on time. Is these girls paying for any of this?
Absolutely not. Not a dime.
And so not a dime do they pay for this. I have one of my biggest supporters called me. He's well off. He's financially well off. He was telling me about what his daughter was going through. And my thoughts was, man, I would love for her to be in my program. It's really amazing that they're having these amazing opportunities and it was no cost. And when he heard about it, he's like, what? I'm paying for these. You saying 4 times. I'm trying to get 3 times. You know how much money I'm paying? I'm paying out a week. I'm at $400-500 a week just to have to keep these conversations going. And it was just, again, another confirmation that we're doing the right thing. And so if you're listening to some of these things, I know you're saying, wow, our goal was mindset matters.
Yes.
And that was our goal. That was our topic that was our theme for the entire year, mindset matters. Okay. All right. So thank you, Dr. Woods. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Let's keep going.
So Dr. Woods kind of spilled over into our summertime. And so we had her for summer, spring, and summer. And then we gave the girls a little summer break from the therapist, but I still met with them on Wednesdays and they still received their prayers on Fridays. And then so jumping in,
tell us what y'all was talking about.
No, I ain't gonna tell y'all what we was talking about. Let me tell you, as the kids say, the conversations was lit though.
Okay, we're gonna let you keep the secrets. But listen.
I mean, they can talk about whatever, jobs, relationships, family issues, sibling issues, whatever the case may be. It was open ground. We just went through the room, and some weeks some didn't have anything to share, and then some weeks they took up like 30 minutes sharing. So it was just an open forum.
And so one of the things that I had in mind with preparing this chat time was letting the air out of their tires.
Yes.
This is the day to let the air out their tires. I get that a lot of our young people are full of things. Like, again, our adults are going through stuff. So I'm trying to get the people to understand the kids are going through it right beside you.
Yes.
If you're going through a divorce, they're going through the divorce. If you're going through a separation, they're going through a separation. If you're dealing with anxiety, heck, they got to deal with the anxiety. They are very sure and understand. Listen, a lot of them will understand better than you think.
Oh, yeah.
You playing it off. You
Mhm.
ain't playing it off. They absolutely know it's a switch.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And so thank you so much for getting in. Okay, so now we're almost finished, y'all. If y'all are getting on, we're talking about this program. America's Big Sister have a mentor program called Gold Girls. And we're talking about the conversation because I want you guys to know what are we doing and the fact that we're doing it for free.
Yes.
We only can do it for free because of donations for the people that are like on this line. Thank you, Jacqueline, for getting on. Hello, Veronica. I love that you said I would love to be on the class. Thank you for tapping in and saying something on the live. And so, yes, these are licensed therapists that has signed up and just said, hey, I want to donate my time. So that's the reason why we've been able to keep it for free, because these big sisters have said yes. I do know that, again, earlier on, we started paying. And then once I found that, wait a minute, this could be a tough budget to hold on to.
Oh, yeah.
And this year, I didn't do any fundraising. This is why I'm on your live today. And this is why I'm pushing that I need to meet the numbers so I can make sure that I'm in the black for what we're going to do for 2023, but also what we got to do to finish up 2022. Okay, so we got about 5 more minutes. What was after that? Tell us.
So we jumped into the fall session.
Oh my God, yes.
And so this fall session, we kind of gave the therapist a break because these sessions are for 8 weeks long, every week for 8 weeks. Yes. And so the fall session, we had Miss Janessa, my classmate. She was our therapist for the fall session, but she also partnered with Coach T. And so they rotated every week with the girls.
Oh, is that me? Did you say Coach T?
Coach T. That's what the girls call her, Coach T.
Yes.
And so basically the fall session kind of just wrapped up everything. We had a lot of different topics. We talked about generational curses and how to break those generational curses. Look, I wish somebody would have taught me about generational curses when I was younger. I didn't know nothing about that, but that's a whole nother topic. But we talked about generational curses. We talked about perspective, you know, how not to let your perspective change the outcome of certain situations. Help me out, Coach T. What else did we talk about?
Forgiveness.
We talked about forgiveness
for 2 weeks.
Yes, that was a big one.
And
forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Yes.
Yo.
So though I hate to, I really can't pick which session was the best, but they were all amazing sessions. So shout out to Coach T and Janessa for bringing it home.
Listen, Janessa was coming for when I would see her topic, I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Yes.
You know,
when she started out, she was always one of the yes.
So when she was showing me her topic, I'm right behind it because we did it every other week together. And so as our tag team, I'm like, okay, she's saying, forget, oh, this is my lane. Let me get here. So yes. I know that at the end of the day, these girls in this year, last year we set them as goals. We just wanted to push goals. And yes, we did photo shoots for their goals. Yes. We directed them. We brought people to the table so they could think about what it takes to get to their goals. We put these mentors with them so they can help them with their goals. And this year it was about just their mind. Yes. We need them to be stronger mentally. Yes. Emotional intelligence is my biggest thing. Listen, I tell them all the time, be emotionally intelligent and you'll get way further in life than you would with a high IQ.
Yes.
If you got a good EI. This is so good to have. Thank you, Jacqueline, for saying it. Donald Prim came on. I'm sure that's brother. You guys are doing a great job. Love you.
No, actually, I think that's Dad.
That's Dad?
Yeah.
You'll say SR when I see Dad.
Yeah, I think that's Dad because he had texted me right before. I think that's him.
Okay, listen, Dad. I'm so glad you got on.
Yes. And so now we're finished with the program because wintertime we take off. However, the girls wouldn't let me quit girls chat on Wednesday.
Yes.
We're still doing girl chat.
So we don't necessarily stop. What we do is we tap into our holiday season, right? Yes. And this is the holiday season time now where we're doing 2 different programs. One of the programs is Thanksgiving. So if you're listening in on this is what your dollars are going to be able to provide. It provides the girls to do a Thanksgiving, to give their family member a Thanksgiving shopping opportunity. In the past, we would do these boxes and we'll ship it to them. Well, once we found out that everybody don't eat Thanksgiving how we used to eat
Yes.
Thanksgiving, everybody don't eat turkey, everybody don't eat dressing, everybody don't eat all of that. So
Yeah.
instead, because we wanted our girls to just have a great time with their guardians, right, and to and to show Thanksgiving, we allowed them to go shopping. So we give them the funds to do the shopping, and most times in the past we would have Miss Diane go with our
Yes.
guardians, or one of our mentors go with our guardians in the other cities, and so they'll go shopping with them, and so they'll get to the register and we're paying for the groceries, right?
Yes. Yes.
And so that's our Thanksgiving. It is coming up, guys. If you're donating $100, you're being able to provide a dinner for one of our families. That's what you have to know. Here we go. We got Christmas coming up. I always am clear that Christmas is not just shopping, but it's an opportunity to sit down, eat lunch. We call it lunch, learn, and live session.
Yes.
And so that was 150. I tell you guys, if y'all are giving back and y'all are giving, say if you're giving 250, know that that's going to take care of the girl Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's the cost. If you're giving 500, I mean, you're taking care of two girls for the holiday.
Yes.
That is the cost, right? In the past, I was able to, you're like, oh, okay, a lot of numbers sound high. No, I mean, we know everything's going up, but for the most part, we still want the girls to get something nice. $100 only, most of them try to get into that pink stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, child, that pink stove.
These are teenagers, so you have to think $100 really isn't going far for a teenager.
But we put a smile on their face. But I tell them they go on that pink stove, honey, they get one thing. I say, see what you did with your money. Look what you did, But this is a day to put a smile on their face, right? We normally do a school, back to school thing, and we, at this point, we just want to put a smile on their face, and that's why we do. So we do ask y'all to give back if y'all are hearing this message. Yes. This is about, you got 2 minutes. Why do you give back, Why do you give back? That's the question that I have everybody to answer when they get on. Why do you do this? Why do you even get time to this? Because we ain't paying you according to all the work that you're doing. That ain't it. Why do you do it?
And I knew you were going to ask that question, and I've been wrestling with it all day. Why not? That's my answer. Why not? Why not give? Like Talitha had talked about on Monday, my story does not match your story or most of these girls' stories. I was raised in a 2-parent home. My parents are actually still married 40 years this year. And so I was blessed to have, shout out to mom and daddy. I've been blessed to have both of my parents. And these girls don't have a mother, let alone a father. And so God has positioned me in a place to where I can help and educate and encourage and mentor someone who doesn't have, these girls didn't ask for this lifestyle. They didn't ask to be here, let alone be here without a mother. And so if I don't know what Tregill saw in me that thought, hey, let's put her over all these girls to help these girls out. But I'm glad that she did, because it does something to me on the inside. A lot of times I'm on there trying to encourage and help them, but little do they know they're actually helping me. It may be something that I was going through that they didn't know about, but what they're saying in their words are encouraging. So I just love these girls. They have become family. They have been in my home. They have traveled with me, and not on America's Big Sister's dime.
Exactly. Listen,
y'all not donating for them on vacation with me. This is coming out of my pocket. But
they're not ready either. They're not ready to hear. They're not ready to hear all that part. Because when I tell you, I'm blown away. Matter of fact, my baby Kiki was on the other day. I never forget when Kiki came in. I thought she was excited to see me. I was like, "Oh my God, Kiki!" She's like, "Yep, hi." I was like, "Oh, great! You're not really." This is, most of my girls are, they hear and they outside of the program, but when you get a hold to them, they don't even be caring about me no more. And there's nothing. Here's what you have to understand about yourself is that you have a talent, you have a gift. And when I recognize the gift, I gotta position you in your gift. You have a gift where you always, in this atmosphere and with these type of girls, you always create a real mellow space. You always, you never giving them this, you give them real mellow, you give them peace. When they come into your presence, you give them peace. You tell them in just your demeanor, it's okay. Yeah. I tell you, like, I cannot explain like how well you do this. And to where I was saying, okay, Cover Girls is your company, Cover Girl Tees, y'all see Cover Girl Tees. And I'm clear that I say Cover Girls actually means something greater. And I know you started this program up, the Cover Girl Tees, to do t-shirts, guys. Please look her up. Please support her. Please buy some t-shirts. But I believe that Cover Girls is just that. You covered those girls in this season. You have the ability to cover these girls like knowing. I can tell you some of my mentors, and I love all of them that said yes last year. But some of them was frustrated. Some of them did get emotional. Some of them did get all, worked up about, how slow the girls were talking and how they wasn't chiming in. You just always keep it peace. Listen, ma'am, you gotta know that you have a gift of just by the time you arrive, you create peace. And not only for them, but you do it for me. Whenever I'm in a way, you always got this look on your face like, it's no worries. Which is probably why I called you yesterday. Yo, that's another story. I was like, oh my God. It's just this peace that you give. You be like, you talk. Anybody listen to her talk right now? Don't she sound real peaceful? Honey? Listen here. Don't she sound real peaceful? I don't know. I'm going to find all the words to say and describing. I'm going to find you literally in the Bible. I know. I'm going to do my research so I can let you know who and what it is, because the peace that you have and on your life is pretty amazing, and it's been able to transcend and make them feel peaceful. Right. It allows them to feel confident. You have a confidence about yourself. You don't know it, but it's there. And now they feel confident when they moving in life. Right.
Yeah.
You said you was nervous to get on live today. Everybody, did she do a good job?
Let me tell you, funny thing is, this how I know you and the Lord be talking. Because before I met you, I had prayed and I'm like, Lord, please deliver my fear of public speaking. I have always had a huge fear of public speaking. And I swear, when I got with you, it's like every chance you get, you putting the mic in my mouth.
I'm like, give it to Ebony. Ebony, talk to the lady. Ebony, get on the live. Ebony,
right.
Talk.
Or host, be the MC for my program where it's like 500 people in the room.
And you do it with ease, ma'am. I keep telling. That's all I keep saying. It is a gift of peace that you carry with you. And again, the peace literally quiet just brings the storm down. And when you think about the girls that you mentor, are girls where there is it's a daily storm. Yes. Daily they're waking up asking God, why me? Daily they're waking up asking God, could he help them with food on the table? Yeah. Daily they're waking up asking God, I just want to go away to college. Help me. Daily they're waking up just saying, God, I want to be able to create my own funding because I don't want to be a burden to the ones who household I am. They are waking up daily with a battle and a storm, and no one understands it. And of course I do, because I was once one of them, but right. you come and you bring a peace to their storm. That's why they want you on their phone call on Wednesday, because they know that I said that it was the last Wednesday call. I'm just playing. But thank you so much for being dedicated to giving them this time, because again, it helps us format 2023 and yes. What 2023 looks like. Guys, the girls that stayed on, I need y'all to know they're turning into our youth board members. Yes. And they're turning to our youth board members, guys, because they know what it is. They know what it feels like. They are a part of the program. Most of them have been a part of the program for the years they've been in college. Mm-hmm. I mean, high school, right?
Yeah, all of high school.
All of high school. So they know what this feels like. So they're part of a board because we are looking to do something pretty big. Yes. And one of the things is we're looking to pass a bill. And so we just need y'all to keep praying for these girls, the motherless teen girls. But these group of girls are now becoming board members. And that is what I'm excited about for them in 2023. So y'all, that's it for us. We have done now. At first, I thought we was on too long when it came to Talitha. Me and you did way longer, and I knew it. That's why I say we're gonna bring you in just a little longer. For those that on Facebook and YouTube. The appeal is to just pour, just give back if you have it to give, no matter what the dollar amount is. We are preparing for Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday ends on November 29th at
Yes.
midnight. Please give your donations by then, whether it is me or anyone else. Yes, I hope you choose us, but if you don't, please get into this. To it's like stirring up. It's like when the pool is stirring up to get blessed. Please get into this stir up.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
get in it.
It
Get
is
in
life changing. These
it.
dollars are definitely changing these girls' lives. You have
Yes.
no idea. I actually am seeing it firsthand on the things that Dr. Wade has done for these girls, taking them to camp, this summer. These girls would have never, ever, ever been able to do that. Their
Yeah, so
families
you
can't
said we
afford
took
it.
a break on the summertime.
That's what it was. That's why.
Yes, we took a
Yes.
break in order to fly them, their first
Yes.
flight ever.
Yes.
Come here. They made it here. Oh my God. Then we had to get car service. So here I
Yes.
am. We renting. I want them to be first class. So yes, we
Right.
got the Mercedes Benz SUV
Yeah.
to support us all over town. We had a pool party. Then by the time we made it to the camp, listen, now the camp is all we skating, we bowling, we're having a word of God. There's
Yes.
so much in that camp, man. I can't wait till this next year coming up. We're going to implement again, but it did not come. Nothing is for free.
Nothing.
Everything
Yeah.
costs, but
And
it's
so
all
the donations are able to make those type of dreams happen. Like you said, some of these girls, it was their first time ever flying ever. And these are teens, late teens. So
yeah.
those donations really do help out. It's so funny when you talked about the peace. That's actually what I thought about when they were in camp and some kind of issue occurred. And you are literally minutes away, and I'm 12 hours away, and I'm getting calls saying, Miss Ebony, this is what's happening.
Listen, they need to call you because I'm listen. About the time I'm showing up, it's not that I'm not peace. I'm a problem solver.
Right.
But they need somebody. They need to just bring it all down. They gonna call her, and so again, that's what you have to know that you are with them. So I'm gonna get you a T-shirt. The Go Girls Peacemaker, man. So thank you for getting on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for trusting me with your girls.
Yes.
With those Wednesday calls, you are not on, you're not supervising, and you still yet trust me with those girls. So I thank you for the opportunity.
You are awesome. So, guys, I know that you guys are probably saying, okay, how can I get back? I know y'all like, oh my God, I got to get back to this because this is pretty dope. This is pretty dope. Right. And so, this is the organization I want to pour into for my Giving Tuesday. So, for those that are on Instagram, you can do you don't see the little thing that's going across. So, here's the 5 ways you can go. One of them is you can do Cash App. Money sign ABSF, the number 4, right? We got 4 things. We talked about the 4 things that we talk about with the organization all the time: educate, empower, encourage, and enlighten.
Yes.
So ABSF 4. The other thing you could do is Giveify. If you have the Giveify app, find America's Big Sister. Our hometown is Illinois. Always place that in the space if you're ever looking for the right one. The third thing you can do is go to our website, americasbigsisters.com, and go to the right side and go into that donation tab. You can put whatever amount you want to give in that donation tab. It'll take you to a flip cost, which is the base to have the donations privately done and safely done. So it's a safe site for sure. The next thing we have, you can give to just mail, right? We find that a lot of them don't want to do it by, just talking. They want to just do it by mail. So, hey, do it by mail. I'll be putting a flyer up on my Instagram page. Go back to look at that flyer, mail the check. It's up to you. Our budget we're trying to get is 10,000. I know we're going to reach it. We're going to go over and beyond it. I know people are hearing it and listening. For those that love the program and hearing what we did for the year,
yes,
look for something next year where we're going to open it up for the adults.
Yay!
Yes. Look for it next year. We're going to open up for adults. We're going to get ready for the adults. Unfortunately, with the adults, we will not be able to do it for free. But we keep hearing so many women saying, hey, I would have loved to be in that. And matter of fact, myself, when I'm on the calls, I'm like, yes. So look for us to start opening up for adults to be a part of that circle of women that we're going to be just kind of hosting. So look forward to it. Other than that, that's it for us. Love you, E, for jumping on Instagram. Y'all got a chance to see one of our guests. Our first time we got you a guest on our Instagram page. And y'all, we just love y'all. Continue to just support and,
Yes.
and hopefully you're encouraged by something we said today that'll help you. Thank you for the hearts. Everybody that's pressing the hearts, saying that they love the show. Thank y'all for those hearts. We appreciate it. That's it. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Listen, listen, all these buys. Buy for Instagram, buy for Facebook, buy for